What's crack YouTube? Irish Silver Stack here. So what I'm going to show you here is a coin from the German states. Quite an old coin. This goes back as far as 1676. It's a Brandenburg Ansbach 1/6 Thaler coin. And we're looking at the obverse there. And this is graded by NGC, coming in at an MS64. And quite a good grade for that year. It comes in at a top pop. So for anybody that doesn't know about the graded coins or is just getting into it, top pop means that for this particular year, this is the year being 1676, that this is the highest grade only through NGC. That doesn't mean that's the only one in the world that's the highest grade, but through NGC, the ones that they have graded, this comes in the highest of that particular year. And you can see, if we zoom in just even the smallest bit there, it's in quite good shape there. On the reverse we have Johann Friedrich, and the bust is facing towards the right hand side. And then just down here you can see 1/6, so 1 and 6, and that's telling us that it's 1/6 Thaler. That is the currency. The beads around the edge are in quite good nick, and so it definitely deserves the MS64 grade in my opinion. The one thing about this is it's a very, very thin coin. So if you look at it here, if I just do the old, you'll see a bend. Actually, I'll go with that side. There we go. But don't let that put you off buying the coin. It's very common to have a bend on these coins. So you can imagine back in 1676 when this coin was getting punched out, they had how they did it back then was they had massive sheets of metal, just long sheets, and they punch out the coin. And so it's 1 millimeter thick. We'll just bring it there, you can even see the dome in. And so that's why it has that dome in it, that bend. And you can see here on the reverse, we have the shield of like many coated arms. So, and there's a lot of detail in that. And then on top, just here, you can see the crown. And we have the year flanking through it, so that's 1676. And on the sides, we have the Latin terms as well. And you know, I'm just slowly getting into the graded stuff. Been doing that mainly this year, trying to do as much graded, or trying to learn about as much of the graded stuff as I possibly can. And it's very interesting, and I've been kind of looking to see, well, right, well, what makes this particular coin an MS64 and not a 66? Because in the American coins it's quite easy to find because there's a lot of information, but on the European ones it's difficult to find. So what I did was I took a good picture of this coin, and then I found one coin that's on sale for MS66, a different year, but you can, very, very close. I think it's 1677. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them side by side. So we're going to have a look at what makes it different between a 64 and a 66. So let's have a look at that now. Okay, so right here, this one here, you can see on my mouse, that's my one at an MS64. And then this one over here, I didn't take the picture, but it's available on eBay. And that comes in at an MS66. And you can see here, right? So the first thing I notice is, you got to look for the raised parts of the coin. Which are the parts of the coin that, we're going to wear away when it's being used. And you can see here clearly, look at the bow on the chest here. And you can see how worn away that is in comparison to this one over here. And that's the first thing I kind of noticed when I did a little bit of research. This bow is nice, and it's still intact, especially with the beads down the bottom. This is all worn out. Another thing I noticed was the hair. So the hair is it's a lot more clearer here. You can see the different there's a lot more definition in the hair. You can see here whether each individual lock on the MS66 is present. It's there. on my one, it kind of looks like dreadlocks. They're all kind of, even though you do have some definition, but it's been flattened an awful lot. Other than that, I think it's there's nothing else that I could really pick out there. Now, keeping in mind this is a different year. Remember, this is 1 year apart, so this is 76, this is 77. But I do think that the strike on my one is a little bit better. And funnily enough, if you look over at the side here, both sides are completely worn. On that, so the right hand side, as the bus is facing to the right, you can see it there. So it's worn away, more so here in this coin rather than my one, but it's very apparent that it's worn. And I do wonder, so if anyone knows, please let me know down in the comment section. I don't know why that is, or why it would be worn in that particular spot, but there's obviously a reason, since they're both worn in the exact same place. So looking at the reverse here, there's one major thing that I noticed, again looking for those high points, was up here at the crown. So this is my one, this is the MS64. You can see how worn away it is in the crown here, just at that point, so that must be a high point. And then here it's pretty much clean as a bean. So that's huge there. Also, just look here, it's even more obvious on this side, is that we have it worn away here, and then also worn away here. So that's something, if anyone knows, please let me know down there. Other than that, the beads are pretty in good shape. And I don't know about you, but and this is just my kind of philosophy and why I buy the graded coins. I prefer a grade that's a high grade, but it still has a bit of a story. When you get something that's an MS70, there's not really much I can tell you about it. It's a coin from X, and it pretty much went from the mint and was put in someone's drawer and left there until somebody brought it to a grading company, and then they slabbed it and made it look all nice. But when you have a coin that has a bit of wear on it, what's more endearing than having a few, crow's feet or a couple of grey hairs? It tells the story. It shows that you've lived a life. The fascination for me of the old coins, especially the old coins, maybe not so much the new coins, but the old coins, is who held this coin? What was it used for? 1676. I'm thinking about the battlefield in Germany. I'm thinking about knights on horses, castles, that kind of thing. That's what attracts me to these kind of coins, these old coins. And I think it's just fascinating. So let me know down in the comment section. What do you prefer? Do you like a coin to be prestige that no one's ever held, that you really can't tell the story about? If you do, please let me know why you want that. But for me, I like seeing something that's a little bet up, that can tell a story. So a few final things on this coin. Definitely a nice one to pick up. You're gonna get it, and the weight is around 6 grams. Some people say it's just under 6. 6.06 grams is the one I've seen most on. And the diameter is 30 millimeters. It's a nice coin to pick up. It's definitely one I'm glad I have in the collection. And I think as well, that strike, I think that's a very good strike. And I'm very happy with the grade, and I got it on a good price too. So anyway, guys, that's that one. I'll leave it at that. Thanks a million for checking out the video, and listen, anything you can put down in the comment section to help me on my road to know more about graded coins would be great. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and teach me. This is what the whole YouTube community is about. So let me know what you think, and sure, look, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.